Hi, Clare Hamilton.
Hello, Sara Cox.
Welcome to Teen Commandments, the show where we try to untangle the often challenging brains of our teenagers. Hello, hope you've had a lovely week. Clare, hi.
Hi.
I've not slept. Just got to get that out there. I can't fake it.
No.
Don't be too nice to me or I will cry.
I know, I can see you on the brink. Don't cry, because I will cry.
Don't cry. We can't have a podcast where it's just two best friends crying. We can't lie. We've got to be honest with people. Oh my God, we can't. Hi, lovely people. It's just been a tough few days, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We're both just a bit overwhelmed with work and just with life.
Yeah. You've got so much on, haven't you?
It's really relatable, though. It's great.
It really
great for the pod. It's just been a lot. I just had the night from hell and had a massive cry and some Weetabix, having been up between 1 and 4:40 a.m. and then I had some Weetabix, and then my husband was lovely to me and I had a big cry with him. And Claire's been magnificent. Claire's been into the little pod shed and set it all up, and now I've made her cry at the start. We will get to our teenagers at some point. And we've had a lot. It's been a mixed bag, hasn't it, of a week, really? Because
it's been exciting.
We've had a great week.
Yes.
In parts. We did... Oh, by the way, overwhelmed. I'm doing the Children in Need challenge, and it's now next month. Now it's October. That's what's frightening. I'm now going next month, and I just think the weight of responsibility of having to train and to not let everybody down over those 5 days of getting myself from the borders of Scotland to Yorkshire. It's just weighing heavy on my shoulders.
It is such a lot. It's not just that week, is it? It's all this build up to it.
It's the build
prep,
up.
The emotional prep, everything.
Just being scared of letting everybody down.
You're scared, and so you are a bit like a rabbit in the headlights a little bit, aren't you, at the minute? But you are tough, babe.
Well, we are setting off from a forest in the borders of Scotland.
Right.
But if I feel like this now, I might just leg it in the opposite direction and just go
hide in a bush.
Just go and live. They'll have to get you to come and get me, like they used to do in the old days. You turn up with a gin and tonic. So anyway, so that's why we're feeling a little bit wet. And you're just busy with work. You're just hairdressing and it's just tough, isn't it?
It's just a lot. I just feel too old for it now. I've done my time, and all the staff in there, they all don't understand that I'm absolutely shattered. It's just sometimes when the next client comes in, I'm just nearly in tears. It's painful.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, where they all like, woo, let's go out.
Yeah. Pretty much. Like, Claire, do you want another full head of highlights? Just like, no. I don't. I've got shooting pain down my back.
Now, this is like a charity appeal in itself, isn't it? Please tell your friends about this podcast. And please reassure them we're not normally crying at the very top of the podcast, I promise. Aside from stuff that's stressing us out, we've then on the other side of the coin, we had like a lovely time going to the British Podcasting Awards.
Oh, we did.
You got ready in a loo in a restaurant.
I did.
Although I saw from your socials that you did your makeup on the train.
I did, yeah. Yeah, it was. I didn't know what I was doing, but there was a guy watching me. It was just, people are really intrigued when you're doing your makeup in public, aren't they?
It's a really intimate act doing your makeup.
Yeah,
and it's weird when you do it in public.
Yes.
Because you have to pull a lot of faces, don't you? Stretch down your nose and like open your eye weird and squint. So was there a man studying you?
There was a man, you're seated opposite, aren't you? One's facing one way, one's facing the other on the train.
Yeah.
And he was looking over at me, but he was really watching me.
So was he on your table?
No, he was on the other side.
Oh, opposite.
Yeah.
But, okay.
So he was and I could feel him really staring and watching, so I just carried on doing loads, because I was like, I can't let him think that I take 2 minutes.
Doing a big tutorial for him.
Yeah, and it was all over my eyes. And just
you did a
smushed
brilliant
it.
job, because by the time I saw you, you looked absolutely gorgeous. And you dried your hair under the hand dryer.
It was curled, so I'd blasted it out under the hand dryer, because it was in ringlets when I got to the restaurant. I'm sure she was like, hello.
I hate it when you curl your hair and you forget to take the ringlets out of it. You look like the world's oldest bridesmaid. It's really tragic, isn't it? I just need a peach satin frock and then I'm ready to accompany any bride. So you wazzed it under the hand dryer, and it looked incredible.
Yeah.
You know what was funny was all the comments were, "Oh, Claire scrubs up well."
Oh, really surprised.
I know. She's like, "All right," which obviously makes you just go, "All right, what does she normally look like then on the pod?" Everyone's like amazed, like, "Oh my God, is that Claire?" And there was loads of comments. It was really, I replied to a few going, yeah, it'd be annoying if I didn't love her so much. Because everyone was like, Claire, you look amazing. And then they'd go, you look lovely too, Sarah. All right, don't patronise me. I don't need your compliments. I'm fine. You did look absolutely gorgeous. Somebody said that big collar that you had, the white collar coming down, what did they call it? A nipple tickler?
Yeah, something like that.
Because they reached to your nips.
Someone said, can you not see that from space or something, didn't
Yeah,
they?
about your collar.
Yeah.
That was a man. Typical.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
But you did look absolutely lovely. It was
I made
great.
an effort for once.
We had 2 cocktails, 2 Hugos. Introduce you to my friend
yes.
Hugo.
Love a Hugo.
I'd never heard of them. We got a text to the radio basically that said they were having Hugos. And I didn't read it out, and I closed my mic and I said to the team, because they put the text up, I was like, that makes no sense. They said they're having a Hugo. Can you check these texts, please? I've got to read them to millions of people. And they were like, yeah, it's a drink. And I thought, oh, sorry, carry on, very good. I was like, I'm going to try one of these. So I had one when I was on one of my last 15 holidays of the summer. Maybe that's why I'm stressed. I'm just used
That's
to
what it is. You need a holiday again.
I'm used to going on holiday every other week. But it's delicious, isn't it? I don't even know what's in it. There's
Prosecco's in it.
Yeah, and Saint-Germain or Saint-Germain.
Oh.
But I don't know. I mean, I thought he played for Liverpool. Don't know what it is. Is it a gin or something? And topped up with a bit of Prosecco and a bit of mint.
Very
so
minty.
nice.
Lovely. Really nice.
If any booze people want to sponsor the pod and make us drink Hugos all the time, we're there for it. To be honest, I was excited about going to the British Podcast Awards because we were going to give out an award and everything.
Yeah.
But also, 2 Hugos in, I was like, do we have to go? Can we just stay
you
here?
did say that, didn't you? I'm having the best time.
And the fantastic Megan, who's from the PR company who looks after, the awards and is in charge of them, was like, yes, we do have to go to the awards. Long story short, we set off to the tube, momentarily lost Clare at some point. We're like, how have we lost Clare on the London Underground?
I couldn't get through the barrier thing. It just wouldn't accept. You just walked off and I
We were just on the
I don't know where I'm going.
the massive down escalators, and we were all like halfway down. I was like, where's Claire? And we were like, it's like Crocodile Dundee where she's out in the big city. But you're on the tube loads now, aren't you?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Your face. Did your phone not recognise your face? Is it because you look so glamorous? They were like, even your phone was like, oh, you scrub up well.
What's going on? Do you know it could have been that? I think it was.
Yeah, because you looked absolutely
do it.
awesome. So it was very nice. Maisie Adams was hosting.
Oh, yeah, she
loads
was
of
funny.
podcast people there.
We were a bit overwhelmed with it all. We were asking so many questions, weren't we, when we got there? We were like, what's this? Why? Who's that? What company? It's really, really interesting though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we're newbies, aren't we? And before anybody asks, we don't yet qualify to win a prize, but
Yeah.
hopefully next year we'll win one. Who knows?
Yes, or even a cushion. There was a wall of cushions.
Well, all the nominees got a cushion with their pod printed on, because you weren't allowed to go up and get your bronze or silver award. You had to go to the cushion wall and just unpin your
I'd
cushion.
be happy with a cushion.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It'd be great.
So well done to everybody
Yes.
who won. It was very nice. We had a lovely time.
Very fancy.
And we were on and off early. We gave out the Kids Award and the Education Award. And then we left.
Yeah, we had to leave early because you were doing breakfast.
Yes, I was in
How
for
was
Scott Mills
that?
on Radio 2 Breakfast Show. It was great. I mean, when you're on air, I don't mind the getting up early. And when you're on air, you're having the best time. And then you close your microphone and the rest of the day is a write-off.
Right.
You just feel like you've got jet lag. Because you're just up you're up so early, which is fine, but also the adrenaline dump of 3 hours of live radio. You're so on your toes, and you're like, woo!
Yeah.
And you just use up your day's, your day's adrenaline, basically. So for the rest of the day, you are just a husk of your former self.
Wow.
Just like a ghost wandering through your life, a slightly grumpy ghost. Basically. And when I'd said, oh, I'd love to do some breakfast deps, I was saying, it'd be nice to be at home and to make dinner for my kids. Well, I was so grumpy. I nearly had a meltdown at the tea table because Ben mashed up his meatballs. I had crafted each one. I'd even weighed each meatball.
Had you really?
Yeah. So they were
You
all
don't have to put pressure on yourself.
I know, made this delicious food, and then he immediately mashed it up, and I was fuming.
Oh my God.
And my daughter ate 2 little bits of each meatball because they were big, these meatballs.
Yeah.
There was 2 of them. And then my son ate all of his. So he was like golden child.
Yeah.
She nibbled a bit of both, so neither meatball could be saved in the fridge or put in the freezer. And I was and Ben mashed them up. So I was just like, and before we went to bed, I was like, can I just please explain my feelings about the meatball. It was like, how long are you in breakfast for, babe? Because this isn't easy being married to you this week. They retain the heat at the centre of the meatball, and you're not really supposed to. I mean, what a loser. High point, though, very quickly at breakfast, that we had The Rock on, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And he was lovely. And he did the Moana rap for me.
Did he really?
You would have loved it. And you were fuming that I didn't get you along.
I was even taking that picture off socials and scratching your head off.
Just trying to superimpose yourself.
This is not fair.
I should have got you in as my PA or my masseuse or my nutritionist or something, because he had a massive entourage. Nobody would have noticed if you were there as my entourage.
Well, it would have if I was your nutritionist. If you've asked me a question.
You could have just been like, oh, hi, Dwayne. He did the Moana rap, and when he did the rap, and he said, the tattoo on my chest, that bit of the rap, and he pulled his top to one side.
Oh, my God.
Whilst maintaining eye contact.
Did you fall over?
Didn't know where to look. I was just like, oh, thanks, The Rock. It's very good. So, a week of highs and lows.
Absolutely.
The good news is, listener, we're not crying anymore. On with the pod.
We can go hysterical again. You're probably on a bit of a crash and burn after all of that week, though. It could just be that. It could just be like, all your emotions are trying to balance themselves back out again.
Don't know. It's either that or you're going to have to come and find me hidden in a Scottish forest at some point. A little bit later on, there's a therapy session involving Clare and her flaws. At home. Yeah, she messaged me about them and was like, we could talk about this on the pod as a topic, or I can just rant about it. So brace yourselves, listeners. That's coming up a little bit later on. But now, it's weird when your teenagers get to an age where they need to go to the doctors or the dentist. And they want that bit of independence, but they don't speak, do they?
No.
So when they're not well, you take them to the doctors, and I mean, the dentist is a little bit different. For me, my son goes to the dentist by himself.
See, this is great. My daughter does that.
It's weird. I felt terrible when that had to happen, because I was on air. And he finishes college and goes to the dentist, and I just was like, should I be there holding his hand? But he's like, no, he's fine. Just went in. That's so grown up.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it's 17. Well, I don't know. It's 17. We were nearly in South Korea. Perhaps I should let him be a grown up. I'm like, he's so brave. But he's 17 and go to a dentist by himself. Can't see that's fine.
Of course he can.
Very nice. It's not like dentists in the 80s where they used to do stuff just to make money off you. Do you remember those sort of dentists?
I can just remember my dentist's bosoms. That's all I can remember.
Did you have a lady dentist?
Huge bosoms. And they just used to just press on my face.
Did they?
Yeah.
They didn't give you gas and air, knock you out. Was it just suffocate you with the bazookas?
Yeah.
So you just passed out. Gosh, I mean, in the 80s, I didn't even know there were female dentists back then. They were just all old men in Bolton who they'd put fillings in just for a laugh, just to charge you 60 quid or whatever. I used to come away. They used to do all sorts. I had so many bad dentists when I was little.
It was awful, the dentist, wasn't it, when we were younger? But yeah, my kids now, they go to the dentist fine. It's the doctors. When they're a bit younger, trying to get them in the doctors, trying to get them to speak. It's that mute thing that drives me mad.
It's like you're there as a translator.
No, it really is, isn't it?
You know, when you see on the sort of, 24-hour in police custody or whatever, they're like, yeah, we need a translator. This person doesn't speak good English. It's like you're there.
It's even when you go in the room and they're like, right, take a seat. And they look at you. They mean that, the kid just sit in the seat. You're the patient.
The patient, and you're sort of the assistant.
You're the assistant.
Oh, you have to sometimes drag across the little plastic chair in the background.
And they just look at you like, don't leave me, don't make me sit in this chair.
And so then when they ask a question, they'll go, and where is this pain in your tummy? and what? Where your kid just then looks at you.
For the answer.
And it's like you have to go, where is the pain in your tummy? Like it's a foreign language.
And then they'll point and look at you. And the doctor's looking at you like, don't answer.
You got to. Well, it's quite fun. We took our son to like an allergy expert. And I think she was so fed up of parents having to speak for their kids that she would block out the parents almost too much. And,
right.
and Ben took our son and was like really wound up because he'd try and butt in. And she just was acting like, You know, in Ghost, where Patrick Swayze keeps trying to talk to,
Yeah.
to Demi Moore.
Just not being heard at all.
Oh, there's that man on the tube shouting at people, and the cat that's just a slight breeze. That was Ben, basically, with the allergy expert, because she was like, no, and was just asking our son all about it, because she'd obviously just been through it so much.
Yeah.
And and then what do you do with your kids? You have to go, you
say it.
You say it.
Tell the doctor where it's hurting you. And they're like that, looking at you like...
No, there is a slight change. I mean, what about contraception and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Because I was really soppy and needed my mum to hold my hand until I got secretly sexually active and needed morning after pill.
Yeah.
Which was like...
Then all of a sudden you found your voice.
Suddenly like, fine.
So it was... And then they ask you the question, so when did you have sexual intercourse? You're like that. Last night.
It's so horrible. Did we have to go to the doctor for
Yeah.
it? Couldn't get it at the chemist then, could
No.
you? So you'd have to take your shame for being sexually active, not just to the pharmacy, even as a grown woman going getting the morning after pill, you'd still feel some sort of shame.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the pharmacist would have to be like, when did you have intercourse?
Yeah, it was like that. It was really seedy, wasn't it? Like, you dirty, dirty person.
Yeah, and they'd be asking you, and you'd just be focusing on like looking at all the fisherman's friends or those. Do you remember the whistle lollies? I used to love those whistle lollies.
That you got on the counter.
Yeah.
Even when you were a teen, you'd be like, Mum, can I have one? It's 20p.
I just really need a whistle lolly.
I really need one.
You got your 10 deck of consulate hidden in your back pocket, but you're still like, I want a whistle lolly. Yeah, and even as a grown up, just looking down like, we had sex yesterday. Like, the men don't have to go through that shit.
No, definitely.
But yeah, as a teenager trying to go and sneak to the doctors and get the pill. Oh my God. And I remember getting the morning after pill because the condom had split.
Yeah.
And I took myself off to the doctor and he gave me the morning after pill and we were flying away on holiday the next day and it made me sick as a dog.
Oh, really?
Hasn't done it since, but it must have been so strong for my little 15-year-old body. Sorry, I coughed then. 15. Nearly 16. And I was in love. No, I wasn't. A completely toxic relationship and kind of pulled it into having sex. But, them's the breaks and these are all the rich tapestry of life that we weave. And I took myself off, got the pill, was sick as a dog. So my mum thought, well, she's ill. We can't fly off to, Cyprus or wherever we were going, Falaraki or whatever.
But if you were sick, it didn't work, did it not? Did you there was 2, wasn't there? 2 pills.
Yeah, so let me introduce my 35-year-old son you've never met. That's why I wanted to do this pod. I'm building up to this moment. Oh my God, a 35-year-old son. Can you imagine?
Wow.
If that pill had to come up and oh God, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But so she was worried, so I had to confess in the mid-vomit.
Don't cancel the holiday.
Basically, don't cancel the holiday. I'm going to be fine. I had to get there. She had no idea what I'd been getting up to in the fields and deserted warehouses of
not giving a shit. I'll just go and get the morning after pill. It'll be fine.
Little Hulton and Bootstown.
You're going in the doctor's, me again.
So did you have to get the morning after pill?
I used to love the morning after pill because my boobs used to grow.
Oh my God, Claire.
It's so bad, isn't it?
So what, would you get it because, were you worried that something had gone wrong and you needed it?
I never went and got it just because.
I thought that's what you meant. Like, I've got my
I know it crossed my mind. I know it will.
I've got my new low-cut top. I'm going out.
These Wonder Bras are not doing anything.
Couldn't get them on after pill. Yeah, so did your boobs just go massive on it?
Yeah, I used to love it when I took them. Well, we were so uneducated, weren't we? Like the pill, everything. We were just throwing hormones in, didn't give a shit.
Well, I had to swap pills. My mum then put me on the pill pronto once she'd finished being devastated with me about my, sneaking around, being fruity. She popped me on the pill, which is just what I think all parents did then.
Well, I was on the pill for my skin. That was the answer to
were ya?
everything. Yeah, Dianette. Do you remember Dianette?
No, I remember Marvelon because they called it
Marvelon.
Marvellous Marvelon because that made your boobs grow.
Really?
So what came first then? Did you need it for the spots, but then you thought, well, might as well. This is fun. I'm on the pill.
Yeah, I think it was that. But then I was always forgetting to take it like you do as a kid and whatever else. And so you go on the morning after pill as and when you're need, or as and when it's needed. Sorry.
I wonder if there's been a podcast before where two middle-aged ladies have a breakdown. I do feel better though, babe. And I feel so
like
much
you're
better that I
wrong
could
for
cry
me.
again now because I'm so relieved to feel better and I love you so much. We would love your stories, please, of the morning after pill. Oh my God. And of your parents discovering that you're sexually active and just the shame attached to that. And just that a whole muddle of feelings of like where you're kind of grown up, but you're really not. And you're just thrust into an adult world where, you know, your body says yes to some stuff, but your brain just isn't ready. You know, it's that, isn't it?
It really is.
It's so tough if you've got memories of that, or if you're going through it at the moment with your kids, you know, getting out there and getting sexually active.
Definitely. Or even just getting them to the doctors, because that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, the doctor's stories is great. Any memories from you or from your own kids, we love them all. hello@teencommandments.co.uk. And are you a terrible parent and you make your son go to the dentist even though he's only 24?
Bad.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to Clare Vents, a new section of the show where Clare, oh God, she's biting her bottom lip.
I'm fuming.
She's got her eyes.
I am
sort
genuinely
of-
fuming.
Clare, take it away. Why are you fuming?
Because the amount of money I've spent on floors and flooring over the years with my daughter, I wouldn't say it's my son, it's my daughter.
Let's explain as well. Is there 3 stories at your
Yeah.
So I feel like there's loads of floors at yours as well that you've got to maintain.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot of options for them to be absolutely wrecked by your kids.
And she keeps moving bedrooms as well. So, you know, you...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, this one's rubbish. I've ruined the floor.
She sauntered. Okay, next. Yeah, because she sauntered into your room that day and was like, I think I'll take this.
Yeah,
Out
she
you
did.
go.
Yeah, she even asked for
Repainted
the
it.
living room one time.
She's like,
Can I
I've
have
worked out. You can exist in the hallway and I'll have the rest of the
She actually
house.
did. She's like, I'm thinking I could have like a wet room, which is now the kitchen. Like, no, you can't.
This is her grand plan. Before we go back to what she used to do to your floors, which is quite common, I think, with all kids, with the stuff that they play with and the stuff they experiment with, what's happened recently that has triggered this reaction?
So she's got a new tracksuit, which is pink. And
Is it velour?
yeah, it is.
Is it?
It's really nice. Or it was. And half of it, no, not half of it, sorry. There's a big cutting of it stuck to the wooden floor that is her bedroom. And when I say stuck, I mean like...
Melted on?
Yeah, it's like it's in this plastic mould that it kind of looks like. So
I don't understand.
it feels like a plastic mould and you can see the pink material inside that. You'll understand in a second. So it's raised that you could actually trip over on it.
Sorry.
And I'm like, what's that? Well, it's my tracksuit. So she's had to cut the tracksuit off because she's been doing her makeup or whatever she's done and she spilt some nail glue onto the floor, which has stuck to her tracksuit that she was wearing. So instead of getting up and clearing it up while it's still wet, she's cut the tracksuit and just left it to dry and gone out. So it's like a big mould of...
So if she'd have moved quickly,
Yeah.
would she have been able to solve it?
I mean, it
What
might have
would
been left tacky or something.
But she would have been able to quickly pull the trackie out,
Yeah.
bung it in the wash, quickly get some soapy water on the glue,
Yeah.
and solve
And
it.
wipe it up.
So what she did instead was
She's cut the tracksuit. at the
because what
bottom.
she couldn't be, but she was wearing the tracksuit.
Yeah, so she's cut it while she's wearing it.
But how did she not move it out of the
I don't
glue while she was
flipping know,
wearing
'cause
it?
she'd have had nail scissors and everything around her because she's got all this nail arrangement near the mirror on the floor.
So she was staying still enough
Yeah.
for the glue to kind of dry on the tracksuit
Yeah,
and
she'll have
stick
been
it to
doing
the
her
floor. She
nails.
mustn't have noticed then that she'd glued herself to the floor.
But instead of, trying to deal with it, she's cut herself free and gone out and just left it completely fucking set.
So it's like an art project. I mean, she is quite arty. She did do art,
not
didn't she,
even
at
funny, babe.
A-level? I'm so sorry. Oh my God! So and big enough to sort of catch your toe on it as you're walking
it's about
about.
a couple of centimetres high. It's the mould. I've got a picture of it. It's horrific.
Okay, put that on your
I'm
socials.
flipping will. I nearly did. I was like, please.
And you can see, what is it? It's like a baby pink or a bright
it's
pink
baby
underneath,
pink.
baby pink.
Yeah.
And what state is the tracksuit in? Was
Well,
it
it's
from the
just-
leg of it then?
No, it's from the very bottom. So
so the hem of it.
still wear the tracksuit. It's just got a bit of an archway cut out of it that's on the floor.
Stuck to the floor.
Yeah.
And have you had like a knife at this?
I've tried everything. Yeah, I've even like tried to chisel it away. It's not moving.
Oh
and I've
my
said to her, "What
God.
have you done to my floor?" And her response was, "I think you'll find it's my floor."
I mean, can I just ask now, is your daughter safe? Is everything okay? Is this turning into a true crime podcast?
I'm going to say the neighbours were able to hear all about the floor.
Your neighbours are next door like, morning,
Are
Claire.
you all right?
What did you go nuclear?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Which, just...
Well, I'm not surprised, because behind all this is you as a hardworking single mum trying to have a nice home,
Yeah.
and spending money on it. And you've got a lovely home.
Yes.
If it wasn't for things like this
quite
happening.
proud of the way that I've done the house and stuff. But this is just the final straw that stems from...
And this is her bedroom floor.
This is her
and it's
bedroom
wooden,
floor.
and it's wooden, and it's
Yeah.
stuck to it now, and it's
Yeah.
now got this on
It's
it.
there.
I'm thinking blowtorch. I'm thinking you
What,
need
for the bedroom itself?
you need to get one of those big masks, and head in there with a big welding gun or something, or a blowtorch. Try and melt it off. In fact, don't do anything that I say. That's a terrible idea.
They need to invent some sort of teen flooring for teenage girls.
Oh my God, we'd be billionaires this time next year.
Yeah.
Del Boy will be billionaires.
The straightening burns, the straightening irons.
Yeah.
The iron burns, I had them on my carpet when I was a teenager. Did
Yeah.
you?
So
That triangular pattern with the holes in.
I'm trying to think. I definitely burnt my floor. I think mine was mainly, I think it was possibly from joss sticks and things that were generally alight
Yeah.
to try and hide the smell of the stuff that I might have been smoking in there.
Yeah, loads of boulder burns in your carpet.
Oh, don't start us off with boulder burns. It's a bomber burn.
It's a boulder burn! We've been here before.
We never resolved that, did we?
I know there was quite a few listeners, though, that were emailing in. So
Oh, they all said, I think they said boulders.
I think they
didn't
were saying they were shouting at the...
What they say, it's boulders. And what, because I know that you sleep in my eldest room, in Lola's room,
Yes.
and that carpet is shot. And we were like, do we get a new carpet and do we decorate that room? And we're like, no, because even though she's 21, she's still
gonna
she
do
still
it.
won't treat it nice
Yeah.
when she comes home. There's definitely some sort of burning marks on there. There's paint on there because she was
Yeah.
doing her art
Yeah,
A-level.
I have
so
that.
there's sort of spray paint and just general paint. There's glue.
Yeah.
It looks like if you broke into the hovel where a serial killer lives. That's what Lola's room looks like at the moment. Like the room of a mad person.
There's always makeup bronzer.
Yeah. But God, I used to do that on my floor though. I think I used to, instead of tapping my bronzer brush, I think I just used to lightly dust it on the carpet. Take off the excess just on my
So
bedroom
if you ran out of
carpet.
bronzer, you could just
Yeah,
swill it on carpet.
No, I just rub my face on carpet. I'm like, combined with a slight carpet burn, you'd get a lovely rosy glow off of it.
I could try that on your daughter's floor.
I mean, the general sort of upstairs in that room, and we're talking about floors, but also the walls. I mean,
Yeah.
there must be 10,000 tiny nodules of blue tack.
But you had that in your room. I
Yeah,
remember
for
that.
sure, I definitely
You
did.
did. That's
and
why
weirdly, I'm protective of Lola and her mess because I was messy when I was.
You were really messy.
So when Ben's losing his shit about it, I'm like, just don't go up there. It's her
Yeah.
space. But I
Yeah.
wasn't that messy.
You
was I?
were so messy.
Was I?
I remember I had a really messy room going in your room thinking, fuck, this is messy.
You're like, whoa. You're like, oh God, I'm best friends with a hoarder. She's a real tramp.
My room's spotless.
You know, Lola's not got a light fitting on at the moment. She's just got a single bulb.
Oh, yeah.
Because she went through a stage of making like weird mobile things with like wire and tiny bits of like plant attached or bits of metal or bits of glass things. It looked like basically, it's like witchcraft basically.
What's she got written by a window that's in biro? Is it like windows are for nerds or something?
The windows are for, losers or something. It's some weird thing. And I actually Googled that quote thinking, who's that from? And it's from no one. I don't know who the fuck.
It's just great.
I think X, who shall not be named, who I wasn't that mad on. I think they must have wrote that's come from them.
Okay. I love the bits of graffiti though that you do in your
room. Because I can't talk, can I? I wrote why on my teenage bedroom wall, big red pen. Why? Question mark. The word why, because I was so tortured. Why was I tortured? What? Because like my mum disturbed me when I was watching Neighbours, and I had to go and wipe up or something. Why? It's so hard. I mean, with the floor thing, you have mentioned as well about the slime years.
Slime years. I think that's as your kids sort of getting out of primary school age into sort of teenage age. I think they still
the slime that would wreck your mixing bowls and your good wooden spoons because they'd make it and then just let it set somewhere.
Yeah. And it's that thing when they come and tell you we've spilt it on the carpet, even though you've said don't take it upstairs, and there's no getting that out. There's none.
What's it called, that drink with the fucking balls in it that they love? With those weird, it's like a Japanese, and they've got all those tiny little balls in it. What's it called, the drink? I'm going to Google drink with balls.
Oh.
No, I don't know what's going to come up here on,
We have one in a bit.
Oh, hello. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, let me go back. So sorry. Right. Drink with balls in them. Bubble tea.
Oh, bubble tea.
Oh, my God. The bubble tea where they come in like 8-gallon plastic cups. And my daughter and her mate both got one, and they put them on the windowsill, and she had a relatively new carpet.
Yeah.
And they do that thing where they try and clean it up themselves. And your first words through gritted teeth, once you've stopped screaming, is, come and get me. Immediately that it happens, come and get me. You do not have the life experience to mop up bubble tea from a beige carpet. Come and get me.
This is the thing. Why do we allow the beige and white carpets as well? What the fuck are you thinking at that point?
This is what we need to invent. To your point where we need to invent teenage. It's got to be sort of
industrial,
made of old like car tires. Woven.
Yeah,
to just
curling tongue proof, straightener proof, everything.
Just everything. We need to
get
on with that and invent it. We'll be, we'll make an absolute bomb.
Part of our merch, this.
If you've had a bubble tea drama where it's just spreads far and wide because they try and just mop it up and they can't. It's all down the wall, all down the radiator, newly decorated room, all over the floor. The stain is still there. If your daughter has melted something to your lovely wooden floor or whatever they've done that it's just wrecking your house, let us know, please. hello@teencommandments.co.uk.
Fucking spray tan as well, by the way.
Yeah, if there's any fucking spray tan, hello@teencommandments.co.uk. Do you feel better now?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.